from Geetavali. Radha Krishna Bol Bol. Geetavali by Bhaktivinoda Thakur.
How did we start?
We are ready?
Yeah, she's ready.
Radha Krishna Bol Bol. Bolo re Subai.
Radha Krishna Bol Bol. Bolo re Sabai.
Radha Krishna Bol Bol. Bolo re Subai.
Radha Krishna Bol Bol. Bolo re Sabai.
ये शिक्षा दिया सबना दिया हिरचे नेचे गोनीताय
এই শিক্ষা দিয়া স্বপ্ন দিয়া ফিরছে নিচে গর্বিতায়
ये शिक्षा दिया सपना दिया हिरचे नेचे गोनीताय
এই শিক্ষা দিয়া স্বপ্ন দিয়া ফিরছে নিচে গর্বিতায়
মিছে মায়ার বসে যাচো ভেসে খাচো হাবু ডুবু ভাই
মিছে মায়ার বসে যাচ্ছ ভেসে খাচ্ছ হাবুডু
রাধা কৃষ্ণ বলো বল বলো রে সবাই
রাধা কৃষ্ণ বল বল বলো রে সবাই
জীব কৃষ্ণ দাস হে বিশ্বাস করলে তো আর দুঃখ নাই
জীব কৃষ্ণ দাস এই বিশ্বাস করলে তো আর দুঃখ নাই
জীব কৃষ্ণ দাস হে বিশ্বাস করলে তো আর দুঃখ নাই
জীব কৃষ্ণ দাস এই বিশ্বাস করলে তো আর দুঃখ নাই
কৃষ্ণ বলবে যাবে ফুল খাবে ঝাড়বো আঁখি বলি তাই
কৃষ্ণ বলবে যাবে পুলক হবে জ্বলবে আখি বলি তাই
রাধা কৃষ্ণ বলো বল বলো রে সবাই
রাধা কৃষ্ণ বল বলো রে সবাই
রাধা কৃষ্ণ বলো সঙ্গে চলো এ মাত্র বিখা যায়
রাধা কৃষ্ণ বলো সঙ্গে চলো এই মাত্র ভিক্ষা চাই
রাধা কৃষ্ণ বলো সঙ্গে চলো এ মাত্র ভিক্ষা যায়
রাধা কৃষ্ণ বলো সঙ্গে চলো এই মাত্র ভিক্ষা চাই
जय सख সকল বিপদ ভক্তি বিনোদ বলে যখন ও নাম গায়
জয় সকল বিপদ ভক্তি বিনোদ বলে যখন ও নাম গায়
রাধা কৃষ্ণ বলো বলো রে সবাই
রাধা কৃষ্ণ বলবো বলো রে সবাই
রাধা কৃষ্ণ বলবো বলো রে সবাই
রাধা কৃষ্ণ বলবো বলো রে সবাই
So this translation, oh my God, is going small and I can't read it. You can read?
Translation: Chant, chant, Radha Krishna, everyone chant. When Lord Chaitanya and Lord Nityananda came dancing through Nadia, they gave these teachings. Chant, chant, Radha Krishna, everyone chant. You are caught up in a whirlpool of senseless action and are sinking lower and lower. Chant, chant, Radha Krishna, everyone chant. If you just understand that the spirit soul is the eternal servant of Krishna, you will never have any more sorrows. Chant Hare Krishna and your eyes will fill with tears and your body will feel transcendental shivering. Chant, chant Radha Krishna, everyone chant. Simply chant Radha Krishna and join with us. Those are the only alms we beg. Chant, chant Radha Krishna, everyone chant. All dangers will be gone when that name is chanted, says Bhakti Vinoda Thakur. Chant, chant Radha Krishna, everyone chant.
Beautiful, right? So we can.
It is all chanting.
Radha Krishna bol bol bolo re shobai. That's the essence of the whole thing.
So we should sing these songs. Bhakti Vinod Thakur's songs. Alright, so now let's read Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 5, Chapter 7, text 8, 9, 9. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayam Mudirayet Nashtaprayeshu Abhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Uttama Shloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naishtiki Om Jnanatirandhasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamahyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuta Padakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunatam Vitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadhutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhanvitamscha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namastite Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi राधे वृन्दावनेश्वरी ऋषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपासिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। नमो विष्णुपदाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले प्रभुपादति प्रिया श्री गिरिराजाय स्वामिने सुभद्रारदारास्पृहादिभं भक्तिभ्यश्चात्मदायिने। नमो विष्णुपदाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदांत स्वामिनिति नामिने। नमस्ते सारस्वती देवी गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादिताश्चाचार्यदेशतारिणे। मुखं करोति वाचालं पङ्गुं लङ्घयते गिरिं कृपातमहं वन्दे श्रीगुरो दीनतारिणम्। Hare Krishna. So we are reading over the activities of King Bharat, 5th canto, chapter 7, and text 9. So we read earlier about Maharaj Bharat, how he took charge of the whole planet after his father gave him that instruction. So he is the eldest among the 100 sons of King Rishabdev, and therefore he got that service. So destiny fixed the time for Maharaj Bharat's enjoyment of material opulence at 1,000 times 10,000 years. And we're thinking of, I almost said Maharaj Parikshit, right? Destiny fixed something else for him, right?
Yes.
They're all great devotees, but destiny, there is nothing more powerful than destiny. It doesn't matter who you are, right? So it is quite a, I mean, we can't fight against it. So now let's read on. Yatraha bhavaha bhagavan harir adyapi tatratyanam nijajananam vatsalyena sanidhapyata iccharupena. Sorry? That's okay. It's okay. Yeah. At the Pulaha ashram, the Supreme Person Godhead Hari, out of his transcendental affection for his devotee, becomes visible to his devotee, satisfying his devotee's desires. So the Lord always exists in different transcendental forms. As stated in Brahma Samhita 5.39, Ramadimurti Shukalani Yamena Tishtan Nanavataram Akarod Bhuvaneshu Kintu Krishna Swayam Samabhavat Parama Pumamyo Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami. The Lord is situated as himself, Lord Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and he is accompanied by his expansions like Lord Rama, Baladev, Shankarshan, Narayan, Mahavishnu, and so forth. The devotees worship all these forms according to their liking, and the Lord, out of his affection, presents himself as Archa Vigraha. He sometimes presents himself personally before the devotee out of reciprocation or affection. A devotee is always fully surrendered to the loving service of the Lord, and the Lord is visible to the devotee according to the devotee's desires. He may be present in the form of Lord Rama, Lord Krishna, Lord Nrsimhadev, and so on. Such is the exchange of love between the Lord and his devotees. So, I just heard this beautiful katha by Indradumna Swami. So he's speaking about this Charan Renu, this Vraja Renu, right? So he was giving so many examples of this past time, so many leela that was happening, you know, in different places. And then, oh my God, then he spoke of Vitthaladev. So he said, he told a story of how. So anyway, Indradyumna Swami is like Rasik Vaishnav, right? He goes wherever, everywhere, he's collecting gems or rasa. So he's saying how now he went to Pandharpur. So this strange tilak that Vithala has, right? And it's, how is it?
It's nice and thick, like this.
It's round, right? Yeah, just show us. So it's like round, right? And then in the middle, what's there in the middle?
Big round red tilak.
Just check.
Yeah.
Okay, now everybody. That's, I had posted on your group what Indradyumna Swami told us, and I also posted one song because I wanted to know what is this.
Yeah. It's like a mug.
Right? Just see here, here it is showing well. You said round, what color is it?
Yes, yellow and
Yellow and black.
black. This is the thing.
Yeah, just see.
Yeah.
Black, alright. So what is that black tilak? This, you know what is that round? So, did anybody watch Maharaj lecture? Did you hear? I mean, why am I posting?
Then maybe posted
Just check on your group, I posted.
today.
No, so many days back. As soon as I heard it, immediately I posted. And anyway, that's what I'm telling. So Indradyumna Swami explained. He said, because this is about... Yeah. So see, this verse is saying, Atpulaha Ashrama, the Supreme Person Godhead Hari, out of his transcendental affection for his devotee, becomes visible to his devotee, satisfying his devotee's desires. So then Indradyumna Maharaj is saying that all the devotees are going in large crowds and they are in queues. They are waiting for hours and hours to have his darshan. So he told, Vitthaladev told the pujari, now you take the dust from the feet of all these Vaishnavas and you make paste with river, this water from river Chandrabhaga, right?
Yes.
You make a paste and you put on my tilak.
That black dot.
Yeah. Now you listen, I could only half say it.
Is it really from the dust?
Where the devotees, everybody has walked, so it is that the dust, it's that mati, right? This is what every day the pujari is taking. Where all the pilgrims are walking, he's taking that earth. And he's making this tilak and bindi, right? He's putting it here, the forehead of. Sorry? Now all of us, we have to go, right? After I heard this, you know, after I heard this, I said, oh my God, we have to go.
Yeah.
This is what,
Even I have got Kakada.
and why he's having that mood? Vithala means he's standing, right? He's in the mood of serving his devotees. He's got a foot on a brick, right? We have got Vitthaladev in our temple there, right? So he's just put his foot in and he's in a waiting posture.
Because that's the story, no? उसको बोला ना तुम रुको मैं आता हूँ.
मैं अपने महाराज की सेवा कर रहा हूँ, आप रुको. और उसको वीट दे दिया. इसके लिए विट्ठल. उसके ऊपर ठहर गए. उसके ऊपर खड़े हो गए तो विट्ठल नाम.
Yeah, so he's serving his devotees. So here this verse is saying same thing, right? So much we are investing in Krishna, right?
Yeah.
So much, and Krishna is reciprocating. Okay, read text 10, Shikala. In the Pulaha Ashrama in the Gandaki river, which is the best of all rivers, the Shalagram Shila, the marble pebbles purify all those places. On each and every marble pebble, up and down circles like navels are visible. Right? You have seen that Shalagram Shila?
Yes.
So that's how you recognize. So Chakra Nadi. Shalagram Shila refers to pebbles that appear like stones with circles marked up and down. These are available in the river known as Gandaki Nadi. Wherever the waters of this river flow, the place becomes immediately sanctified. Text 11.
Mataji, how do you recognize Shaligram stone?
Yeah, there are ways, there are symptoms. Yeah, there are markings. Yeah, there are markings on that Shalagram. Actually, I also received one Shalagram. So then I took to Mayapur. There's two brothers are there, so I shown them this Shalagram. So they showed me, and start to notice. You can see that Shankha Gada Padma. Yeah, you can see. And when you start to do the worship, because you bathe him and you with oil, so they shine, then you can see the elephant gold. You can see different marks are there in his body. Yeah, we oil them. Yeah.
Shaligram ko special oil है.
Okay, text 11. Yeah, we oil them, we bathe them.
Every day.
Text 11. Tasmin bahava kila saikala pulaha shramo pavani vividha kusuma kishalaya tulasi buddhi kandamula halo paharascha samiharmano bhagavata aradhanam vivikta uparatta vishaya bhilasha upabritopashama param niviritam agapa. In the gardens of Pulaha Ashrama, Maharaj Bharat lived alone and collected a variety of flowers, twigs and tulsi leaves. He also collected the water of the Gandaki river as well as various roots, fruits and bulbs. With these he offered food to the Supreme Personal Godhead Vasudeva, and worshipping him he remained satisfied. In this way his heart was completely uncontaminated and he didn't have the least desire for material enjoyment. All material desires vanished. In this steady position he felt full satisfaction and was situated in devotional service. Okay, now you read.
Hare Krishna, purport. Everyone is searching after peace of mind. This is obtainable only when one is completely freed from the desires for material sense gratification and is engaged in the devotional service of the Lord. As stated in Bhagavad Gita, Patram Pushpam Phalam Toyam Yo Me Bhaktya Prayachati. Worship of the Lord is not at all expensive. One can offer the Lord a leaf, a flower, a little fruit and some water. The Supreme Lord accepts these offerings when they are offered with love and devotion. In this way, one can become freed from material desires. As long as one maintains material desires, he cannot be happy. As long as one engages in devotional service of the Lord, his mind is purified of all material desires. Then one becomes fully satisfied. Savai pumsam paro dharmo yato bhaktir adokshaje अहेतुक्या अपार्तिहता ययत्तमा सुप्रसिद्धति वासुदेव भगवती भक्ति योग प्रयोजितः जनायति अश्यु वैराग्यम ज्ञानम च यद अहेतुकम. The supreme occupation, dharma, for all humanity is that by which men can attain to devotional service unto the Supreme Lord. Such devotional service must be unmotivated and uninterrupted in order to completely satisfy the self. By rendering devotional service unto the personality of Godhead, Sri Krishna, one immediately acquires causeless knowledge and detachment from the world. Bhagavad Gita Bhagavatam 1.2.6-7. These are the instructions given in Srimad Bhagavatam, the supreme Vedic literature. One may not be able to go to Fullaha Ashrama, but wherever one is, one can happily render devotional service to the Lord by adopting the process mentioned above.
See, this section is going to be about how to practice devotional service. Alright?
What is it?
It's the wind saver. Text 12. Tayetham avirata purusha paricharyaya bhagavati pravardhamana nuraga bhara dhruta hridaya shaithilya parahasya vigenatmani Pulaka on Kantya Pravrita Pranaya Bhaspa Nirudha Valokanayana Evam Nija Ramanaruna Charanaravinda Nudhyana Parichita Bhakti Yogena Puripurta Paramahlada Gambhira Hridaya Radhava Gadhadhishanastamapi Kriyamanam Bhagavat Saparyamna Samsara Na Sasmara. The most exalted devotee Maharaj Bharat in this way engaged constantly in the devotional service of the Lord. Naturally, his love for Vasudeva Krishna increased more and more and melted his heart. Consequently, he gradually lost all attachment for relative duties. The hairs of his body stood on end, and all the ecstatic bodily symptoms were manifest. Tears flowed from his eyes, so much so that he could not see anything. Thus he constantly meditated on the reddish lotus feet of the Lord. At that time his heart, which was like a lake, was filled with the water of ecstatic love. When his mind was immersed in that lake, he even forgot the regulative service to the Lord. So this is Shraddha to Prema. Now he is coming to Bhav. Purport. When one is actually advanced in ecstatic love for Krishna, 8 transcendental, blissful symptoms are manifest in the body. Those are the symptoms of perfection arising from loving service to the Supreme Person Godhead. Since Maharaj Bharat was constantly engaged in devotional service, all the symptoms of ecstatic love were manifest in his body. Text 13. Itham drita bhagavad vrata aineya jina vasasanu savana bhishekardhra kapisha kutila jata kalapena cha virochamana suryarcha bhagvantam hiranmayam purusham ujjihane surya mandale bhupati stham etad uphovacha. Maharaj Bharat appeared very beautiful. Alright, so because when he's practicing this sadhana, he's coming to bhava bhakti, so he's becoming more and more beautiful. And so Maharaj Bharat appeared very beautiful. He had a wealth of curly hair on his head. Oh, so he didn't shave off. He had a wealth of curly hair on his head, which was wet from bathing 3 times daily. He dressed in a deer skin. He worshipped Lord Narayan, whose body was composed of golden effulgence and who resided within the sun. So he was worshipping Surya. Surya and Narayan in Surya. Maharaj Bharat worshipped Lord Narayan by chanting the hymns given in the Rig Veda, and he recited the following verse as the sun rose.
But so he was worshipping sun god or?
No, Narayan in the, just like we are chanting Gayatri mantra also, right? So we are worshipping Surya, but Narayan in Surya. The predominating deity within the sun is Hiranmaya, Lord Narayan. Here it is. He is worshipped by the Gayatri mantra Om Bhurbhuva Swaha Tat Savitur Varenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi. He is also worshipped by other hymns mentioned in the Rig Veda, for instance, Dhyeya Sada Savitri Mandala Madhyavarti. Within the sun, Lord Narayan is situated and he has a golden hue. Is it clear? Text 14. Paro Raja Saviturjata Vedo Devasya Bhargo Manasedam Jajanana Sureta Sada Punarabhishachaste Hamsam Gridranam Nishadringiram Nimaha. The personality of Godhead is situated in pure goodness. He illuminates the entire universe and bestows all benedictions upon his devotees. The Lord has created this universe from his own spiritual potency. According to his desire, the Lord entered this universe as the super soul, and by virtue of his different potencies, he is maintaining all living entities desiring material enjoyment. Let me offer my respectful obeisances unto the Lord, who is the giver of intelligence. The predominating deity of the sun is another expansion of Narayan, who is illuminating the entire universe. The Lord enters the hearts of all living entities as the super soul, and he gives them intelligence and fulfills their material desires. This is also confirmed in Bhagavad Gita, Sarvasya Chaham Ridi Shani Vishtaha. I am sitting in everyone's heart. Bhagavad Gita 15.15. As the super soul, the Lord enters the hearts of all living entities, as stated in Brahma Samhita 5.35. Antantarastha Paramanucharantarastham. He enters the universe and the atom as well. In the Rig Veda, the predominating deity of the sun is worshipped by this mantra. Dhyeya Sada Savitri Mandala Madhyavarti Narayana Sarasija Sana Sanivishtaha. Narayan sits on his lotus flower within the sun. Alright, we can make the picture. Alright, you can make the picture. Narayan sits on his lotus flower within the sun. By reciting this mantra, every living entity should take shelter of Narayan just as the sun rises. According to modern scientists, the material world rests on the sun's effulgence. Due to the sunshine, all planets are rotating and vegetables are growing. We also have information that the moonshine helps vegetables and herbs grow. Actually, Narayan within the sun is maintaining the entire universe. Therefore, Narayan should be worshipped by the Gayatri mantra in the Rig mantra. Thus and Rig Ved. Thus end the Bhaktivedanta purpose of the 5th canto, 7th chapter of the Srimad Bhagavatam. entitled The Activities of King Bharat. So we'll continue, right? All right, read, Urmilaji.
Chapter 8, a description of the character of Bharat Maharaj. Although Bharat Maharaj was very elevated, he fell down due to his attachment to a young deer. One day after Bharat Maharaj had taken his bath as usual in the river Gandaki and was chanting his mantra, he saw a pregnant deer come to the river to drink water. Suddenly there could be heard the thundering roar of a lion, and the deer was so frightened that it immediately gave birth to its calf. It then crossed the river, but died immediately thereafter. Maharaj took compassion upon the motherless calf, rescued it from the water, took it to his ashram and cared for it affectionately. He gradually became attached to this young deer and always thought of it affectionately. As it grew up, it became Maharaj Bharat's constant companion, and he always took care of it. Gradually, he became so absorbed in thinking of this deer that his mind became agitated. As he became more attached to the deer, his devotional service slackened. Although he was able to give up his opulent kingdom, he became attached to the deer. Thus, he fell down from his mystic yoga practice. Once when the deer was absent, Maharaj Bharat was so disturbed that he began to search for it. While searching and lamenting the deer's absence, Maharaj Bharat fell down and died. Because his mind was fully absorbed thinking of the deer, he naturally took his next birth from the womb of a deer. However, because he was considerably advanced spiritually, he did not forget his past activities, even though he was in the body of a deer. He could understand how he had fallen down from his exalted position, and remembering this, he left his mother deer and again went to Pulaha ashram. He finally ended his fruitive activities in the form of a deer, and when he died, he was released from the deer's body. Text 1. Yes.
One has a little endeavor in this path. There's no danger. Next time we'll get a uniform. A contradictory prevalence. What you remember at the time of death or what you have practiced?
So we're going to study this and we'll find out. Right? So in this path there is no loss, no diminution, right? So the devotional service was not lost, and he got a benediction, right? We just read now. He didn't forget his past life, and therefore even though he was so highly elevated. So Prabhupada, different places mention, say he was punished. He was punished for deliberately deviating from his devotional service. So, meaning devotees have to be very careful. Prabhupada actually say he was punished for, he knows everything. He's so advanced, right? So therefore he.
Does it become like the 10th offense, having not been attached?
Yes, yeah. So he didn't check himself. I said he gave up his opulent kingdom, right? But he didn't check himself from getting attached to a small deer. Just like man or woman get attached, to a boy or to a woman, even though they know, right? They know this is not proper. They don't check themselves from going all the way down. So we're going to read how the whole thing happened, and probably he was punished for it. But because he was so exalted, right? He was so exalted, even in the body of the deer, he remembered who he was, what stage of devotional service he was, and then, that's why the whole story of Jad, he was so strict and severe with himself, right? King Bharat, yeah. He was so strict and very, very severe. After he left, now he just left his mother and he went back to the ashram, right? We read this. Then, when he gave up that dear body, what austerity he did as Jad Bharat, right? Remember? We've read the story, right? He became deaf and dumb.
Almost like an
Right? Deaf and dumb. That even the dacoits could catch him. He didn't react. Even King Rahugan caught him and make him become a palanquin, carrier. He did not protest. Right? This is the type who said, I have to be punished. I have done this mistake. Right? I have done this mistake. So the laws of nature put me in dear body. And now I have become, again, now he was elevated. From king body, he took birth in Brahman body. Meaning that was a elevation. Right? But now willingly, he gave up all position of being a Brahmana. He appeared like dumb like an animal. And his brothers pushed him out of the house. Right? Very severe austerities he tolerated. So spiritual life is not so easy. Not easy at all. Without pain, without work, you cannot get to the end of the cycle of birth and death and actually achieving love for Krishna. Text 1. Shri Shuka Uvacha Ekada tu mahanadhyam kritabhisheka neyamika vashako brahmaksharam abhigrinano muhurtatrayam adakanta upavivesha. Shri Shukdev Goswami continued, my dear king. Who is that king?
Parikshit.
Yes. One day after finishing his morning duties, evacuating, urinating and bathing, Maharaj Bharat sat down on the bank of the river Gandaki for a few minutes and began chanting his mantra beginning with Omkar. Text 2. Say, it's like it's almost like it's staged, right? It's horrible, this material world. You are here, you are sitting to chant Gayatri, and in front of you comes like a Maya that broke his sadhana, right? A Hiran came. Text 2. Tatra tadarajan harini pibasaya jalasaya bhyasam ekaikopa jagama. O king, while Bharat Maharaj was sitting on the bank of that river, a dew, being very thirsty, came there to drink. Text 3. Taya pebi yamana udaket lavad eva vidurena nadato mriga pater. Chant. Unado loka bhayankara udapatat. While the dew was drinking with great satisfaction, he's so thirsty, she's so thirsty, so she's happily just drinking the water. A lion, which was very close, roared very loudly. This was frightful to every living entity, and it was heard by the doe. You know, this material world is very cruel, extremely cruel, meaning he has the pleasure of drinking, right? Like you're so thirsty, but we are always dogged, chased, by some greater living being. Remember, Jivo Jivasya Jivanam. One living being live on another living being. So everybody's got somebody or something more powerful than himself. So this was frightful, meaning, we've been through many lifetimes. We don't know what has happened to us in which lifetime. Text 4. Tam upashrutya samrega vadhu prakriti viklava chakita nirikshana sutaramapi hari bhayabhinivesha vyagra hridaya pariplava drishtir agata trisha bhayat sahasaivo chakramha. By nature, just see, by nature the doe was always afraid of being killed by others. Like women also, right? Women are always frightened. So here the doe was always afraid of being killed by others. And it was always looking about suspiciously. So he's drinking, right? She's enjoying, drinking, but she's looking here and there. Like this, like the birds, right? When it heard the lion's tumultuous roar, it became very agitated. See, to take birth as a doe or a deer is a great calamity, isn't it? Because hunters are always chasing after the deers. What a birth, right? When it heard the lion's tumultuous roar, it became very agitated, looking here and there with disturbed eyes the doe, although it had not fully satisfied itself by drinking water, suddenly leapt again across the river. Text 5. Tasya utpatyantya antaravatnyang uru bhayava kalolito yoni nirgato garbha shrutasi nipatpata. The doe was pregnant, and when it jumped out of fear, the baby deer fell from its womb into the flowing waters of the river. There is every chance, I was going to say this, and Prabhupada wrote it in the purport. There is every chance of a woman's having miscarriage if she experiences some ecstatic emotion or is frightened. Pregnant women should therefore be spared all these external influences, right? I mean, just see how much that Vedic culture was taking care of the woman. She's so valuable, right? She's so valuable. She's carrying an embryo, right? So here Prabhupada is saying pregnant women should therefore be spared all these external influences. So we say like when there's eclipse, it's a very bad time, right? For her. Anyway, so many things. Text 6. Tat prasavotar tat prasavatsararpana bhaya kheda tura swaganena viyujamana kasyanchid daryam Krishna sarasati nipapatatha chamamara. Being separated from its flock, and distressed by its miscarriage. The black doe, having crossed the river, was very much distressed. Indeed, it fell down in a cave and died immediately. Remember destiny? You read about destiny earlier. Now this is the destiny of this doe, and the destiny of the small baby calf. Everybody's life is like entwined, right? Entwined, that's what we say?
Yes, intertwined.
Intertwined. Huh? Text 7. Tam tvena kunakam kripanham shrota sanuhyamanam abhivikshya pavidham bandhur ivanu kampaya rajarshi bharata adaya mritta mataram ityashrama padham anayat. So what did he do? The great king Bharat, right? He's a great king. He is not supposed to be king, right? Is he supposed to be king?
No, he's already renowned.
Yeah. All right, he's already renounced, but here he's being referred to as what?
King.
The great king. Why? Why?
नॉर्मल किंग वाला एक्ट किया, बचाने गया.
Huh? Yeah, that mood. That mood. Okay, that mood of, yeah. So the great king, all right. He became deer. The great king became deer. So risky. The great king Bharat was sitting on the bank of the river. So the small deer, here he is a great king. He saw a small deer naturally, I'm a great king. Small deer, yeah, bereft of its mother, floating down the river. Seeing this, he felt great compassion. Like a sincere friend, he lifted the infant deer from the waves and, knowing it to be motherless, brought it to his ashram. I guess any one of us will do it, right?
Matri, for that matter, even a saint can also do that. No, for that you don't really have to be a king.
You want to give me your book?
Let's read.
Translation. Translation. No. The great King Bharat, while sitting on the bank of the river, saw the small bereft of its mother floating down the river. Seeing this, he felt great compassion. Like a sincere friend, he lifted the infant deer from the waves and, knowing it to be motherless, brought it to his ashram. Purport. The laws of nature work in the subtle ways unknown to us. Maharaj Bharat was a great king, very advanced in devotional service. He had almost reached the point of loving service to the Supreme Lord. But even from that platform, he could fall down onto the material platform. In Bhagavad Gita, we are therefore warned, Yam hi na यम ही न व्यथयन्त्यते पुरुषम पुरुषर्षभः समदुःख सुखम धीरम सो अमृतत्वाय कल्पते. O best among men, Arjuna, the person who is not disturbed by happiness and distress and is steady in both is certainly eligible for liberation. Bhagavad Gita 2.15. Spiritual salvation and liberation from material bondage must be worked out with great caution. Otherwise, a little discrepancy will cause one to fall down again into material existence. By studying the activities of Maharaj Bharat, we can learn the art of becoming completely freed from all material attachment.
As it will be revealed in later verses, Bharat Maharaj had to accept the body of a deer due to being overly compassionate for this infant deer. We should be compassionate by raising one from the material platform to the spiritual platform. Otherwise, at any moment, our spiritual advancement may be spoiled and we may fall down onto the material platform. Maharaj Bharat's compassion for the deer was the beginning of his fall down into the material world.
Where did it run? Oh, it's here. It's the wind. We'll become kids chasing after it. Oh my God. Text 8. Tasya havaena kunaka ucherit tasmin krita nijabhimanasya harahas tatposhana palana lalana prinana nudhyaninatma yama saha Yama Purusha Paricharya Daya Ekekasha Katipayena Harganena Viyujamana Kila Sarva Evo Davasan. Gradually now, see why Prabhupada said in that purport. It's not that compassion is not appropriate. Compassion is appropriate. What was the problem? What?
There is compassion for the body.
Just read what Prabhupada said. What happened to him? The previous purport. What did Prabhupada say? What was the problem?
Beginning of his fall down into the material.
Why? What caused that fall down? Compassion is good, right? Anybody will save a dying infant, right? What was the problem then?
You should be compassionate by raising one from material platform to the spiritual platform.
What Prabhupada said?
Because of the material attachment.
Okay, let me read it since we all missed it. As it will be revealed in later verses, Bharat Maharaj had to accept the body of a deer due to being
Over compassion.
overly. We missed that one word. It didn't say that due to being compassionate to a deer. What does it say?
Overly compassion.
Overly compassionate.
I'm not getting that word only overly.
Here.
Oh,
Overly compassionate for his infant being.
all right, overly. Meaning compassion should be there, but not overly that you lose everything. Right?
That it becomes a source of attachment.
Yeah. So now gradually Maharaj Bharat became very affectionate toward the deer. He began to raise it and maintain it by giving it grass. He was always careful to protect it from the attacks of tigers and other animals. When it itched, what did he do? He petted it, and in this way he always tried to keep it in a comfortable condition. He sometimes kissed it out of love. Being attached to raising the deer, Maharaj Bharat forgot the rules and regulations with the advancement of spiritual life, and he gradually forgot to worship the Supreme Person Godhead. After a few days, he forgot everything about his spiritual advancement.
Yes.
Understood what happened?
Yes. So this portion is
Purport. From this, we can understand how we have to be very cautious in executing our spiritual duties by observing the rules and regulations and regularly chanting the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. You know, at every moment, whoever we may be, at every moment we have to have our checklist.
checklist.
Yes. Like, did we read earlier about how was it King Rishabdev, right? He said that the mind is like an animal. You leave it free. You don't know any time, right? The hunter may catch it. That's our own mind.
There is a book called The Checklist Manifesto by Dr. Arun Govande. It is #1 bestseller for many months. It was, and it is a must book for every builder, a doctor, and someone, for every corporate houses, etc. Because of that, he has created Checklist Manifesto, and he has I read that book. It's a beautiful book, which he says that the checklist should be in 1 point, and everything should be finished in 60 seconds. And because of that, 151 part of 50,000 accidents got averted, and it's such a wonderful book that just by creating one checklist, how your productivity multiplies multifold.
Yeah, and then we don't fall into dear life. Right? So Prabhupada has given us our program. Right?
Yes.
See, the thing is that we start off very enthusiastic. The way Bharat Maharaj did. Right? He's highly elevated. He left his kingdom. He went to Pulaha ashram. Right? He was doing everything pakka. Baba was coming, right? And then one incident, God knows what happened, right?
No, not one incident. The incident, but the following incident. See, here it said he gradually, the more he went towards the deer, the more he forgot about the Supreme Personality.
Gradually means he didn't even realize when he's falling from her standard. It's one step down, one step, small step. This is happening to all of us. Yeah. That's why we are speaking about that checklist.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. Meaning, okay, we started off, we should chant 16 rounds. So we work so hard to come to 16 round. Then say we must get up early morning. We work so hard to reclock our body, right? Then we should be vegetarian. Not only vegetarian, we should have no onion and garlic. Wow, what a step. And then we must offer the food. Are we offering the food? Are we fed up offering the food? Right? These are the checklists. Do I just pop up everything in my mouth without even taking Krishna's name? Right? All these, one checklist book is called Upadeshamrita. Upadeshamrita. This is our checklist book. Nectar of instruction. Right? In just 11 verses, Shraddha to Prema. Right? So let's again go. Like I was even thinking this morning, I said that I used to read the newspaper, because I was doing magazines, publishing work. So I used to look, but I've never spent that much time on this news. The way it caught me, one news, like I know that war is happening, but it's like you're so much bombarded. You open your mobile, bombarded with so much news. And I was thinking that, where's my checklist? And coronavirus, this is when the whole thing happened, during that coronavirus. The way I got hooked on, this phone, it became a habit. You want to know what's the news, world news. Of course, I'm using everything because I'm up to date so that I can live in the world, right, and speak about it. Otherwise, they say, you live in an ashram, you're not part of the world, you don't know what's happening. I know you don't know, right? Usually, this is what people tell us. So now we know we're up to date. We know why, who, what, everything we know. But, what do I have to do with all this? right? When you come to an age, what do you have to do with all this? Right? So here, Bharat Maharaj, he was done with all those stuff. He was big king. He had to deal with heavy duty politics.
But he voluntarily
He had to, do all this. So now he's in a time and age where it's all over. He again going back to the same thing. Right? So Prabhupada said the laws of nature work in subtle ways unknown to us. Maharaj Bharat was a great king, very advanced in devotional service. He had almost reached the point of loving service to the Supreme Lord, but even from that platform he could fall down onto the material platform. So Prabhupada tells us we are marginal. The jiva is marginal, tathastha, right? We are going up into the spiritual platform, and then we again, we slide down, right? So this story is being told to us so that we go up. So the world, how it sucks us down. And as I already said, the measures that Bharat Maharaj took is drastic, so that he doesn't fall down again. Okay, let's read this. From this we can, here Prabhupada is saying again. From this we can understand how we have to be very cautious in executing our spiritual duties by observing the rules and regulations and regularly chanting the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. So that's why association of devotees is so important. Like keep on hearing in the Bhagavatam class, or you are attending Mangalarti, right? Maybe we think the speaker is speaking, for the new people, but no, the old people also. Are you attending Mangalarti? Are you chanting your rounds? Right? If we neglect doing this, even though we may be very highly advanced, but we may fall down. That's the warning. As stated in Bhagavad Gita 18.5. Yagyadana tapa karma natyajam karyameva tat Yagya danam tapaschaiva pavanani manishinam. Acts of sacrifice, charity and penance are not to be given up, but should be performed. Indeed, sacrifice, charity and penance purify even the great soul. Even if one is in the renounced order, he should never give up the regulatory principles. He should worship the deity, give his time and life to the service of Krishna. He should also continue following the rules and regulations of austerity and penance. These things cannot be given up. One should not think oneself very advanced simply because one has accepted the sannyas order. So here, Bharat Maharaj had taken the sannyas order. The activities of Bharat Maharaj should be carefully studied for one's spiritual advancement. Alright, so the drama will continue next week. What happened, but we've heard sufficiently, right? Hare Krishna. Thank you. Kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhuvya eva cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavibhyo namo namaha. Yeah, I mean, it's so exciting, this Bhagavatam, right? It's just so, like it won't let go of us, right? Just, we thought we've heard it all, now no. One more.